It's a feel-good Friday and we're back like umqolo. Welcome to Trendz Live on SABC. But you can call me Mne. What an electric vibe it is in studio, man, and what a show it's going to be. Remember to follow us and give us a mention on X. Our handle is @Trendz on SABC. Listen here, the dance floors are proper lit. We don't have to worry about the cold because it's awesome, you know, because the Soshanguva born and raised Amapiano DJ who goes by the name KMAT has a new single that's firmly taking over social media. It's called Mkuku. She's with us to tell us more about her ventures. My favorite person in the whole world, KMAT. Welcome to Trendz Live.
Hi, Joy. Thank you so much.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah, of course you have to be okay.
I'm
After
okay.
that,
Yeah,
fire, sana.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's literally
Busy.
going to winter now and you dropping a summer banger.
Yeah,
Which
'cause
one is this one?
Tell me, I won't lie. I actually forgot that we're going into winter. So now this must actually then move into winter, into the summer as well. So remain hot.
Oh, I love it.
It must be hot until.
It's definitely going to be
It
a
must be
warm
hot
winter.
until, my friend.
Oh man, listen, you're one of my favorite people, and I can't just rush into this interview because the viewers at home may not know who you are. Tell me more about KMAT.
So KMAT is, well, a very brave, fun, kind, beautiful young lady. Grew up in music, love music from childhood until now. So yeah, she's a sensation now.
Of course, you're a sensation.
Yes.
You're also international.
I'm an international.
Yeah. So we're very
baby.
happy when you release a banger and you call it Mkuku. Let's talk about
Because it's still at home.
100%.
Still at home. So basically, Mkuku really means like, for me, it means I'm here now. You forgot about KMAT, but now she's back. So Siyavalum Mkuku. It's now my time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you
close
sample
now.
it from somewhere? Did
Nothing,
you
my
reference
friend.
it from
It's
somewhere?
like everything from scratch.
No way.
Listen, everything from scratch.
Not like a talented producer also.
Listen,
absolutely
those
love
boys
it,
are the
man. I've
most
seen you
awesome.
perform it. Where does the dance even come from?
My friend Hope.
Okay.
Yeah, Hope and one of the All Blacks are here. So it's Hope. She came up with the whole thing. She helped me out because, I'm not a dancer. So, yeah.
How do you feel about your online success? I mean, when you start out, I think you always hope for the best, to say people are going to book me, I'm going to play at the biggest parties. But then the online element of it then comes on. You're a sensation. Everybody loves you on X. How do you feel about that? How are you handling that?
I still haven't grasped it. Like it's still still very scary, still very new and unbelievable. So I'm just taking my day, my time, like each day with you know. Maybe one day I'll actually then wake up and be like, that's me. I did that, and now people love me and love my song. So for now, it's just like,
we're moving.
what's going on? But yeah.
You're doing incredibly well. Let's talk about your EP, Luminous Flame.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Did you expect it to blow up the way that it did?
Luminous.
Yes.
Luminous blew up.
Oh. No? Not you not self-covering yourself. What is this now?
Hey, my friend, the thing that blew up now is a song.
Oh, come on.
This is my baby.
Nah?
Yeah.
We absolutely love
Listen,
it.
Cuckoo is my baby. But Luminous it was something. It literally did the most for me. It got me international recognition as well. Got me, connected me with fellow. It did the most. So, yeah, this will always be my baby as well.
When you think about people that you've worked with, because I know you've worked with Deb and Goko, Jikeleza was also a hit.
Exactly.
When you think and you look at the South African landscape right now, who else are you excited to work with?
Yeah, my friend, if I could just work with T-Man.
Oh, T-Man Experience.
I love him so much.
Yeah.
He's one of the people I actually really, really want to work with. But yeah.
Okay, well, my enemies are going to rejoice right now because I have to learn them cuckoo dance. I can't.
How do you not know the dance?
I know the ish. I'm gonna have to put this down. I know.
There's no way.
You're gonna teach me what?
Yuvala.
Okay, what was again? Okay. So
it's 1, 2. I got balloon cuckoo. I down. I turn. I balloon cuckoo. I turn.
Okay.
I turn.
Okay.
But my shake, yeah.
I must shake.
Yeah,
okay, let's start it over. Let's do it properly again.
Just a little bit, you know. Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
my enemies are going to rejoice. All right, let's go.
But okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they start from start.
No, it's fine. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, join us.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So here we do something like this. We do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then to the side.
Oh, okay.
To the side. To the side. I think we might as well get into the challenge.
Might as well. 1,
Let's
2,
You think you're gonna?
Welcome back to Trendz Live on SABC. Keep those mentions coming on X. Our handle is @Trendz on SABC. Now, here's a bit of knowledge. Did you know that the Clicker Hotel in Rosebank, Johannesburg, has been a gem for 18 years? Now, their dining experience has been elevated with the hotel's restaurant getting a facelift and a brand new name too. The SEC prides itself with being a culinary marvel and a touch of artistic sophistication. Our very own Didi Tlemueketsi had a time of her life at the launch, leaving me green with envy.
This small, intimate space recently got a facelift. While the hotel retains its name, the restaurant is now a sight to marvel at. A great concept was birthed when internationally acclaimed chef Dario De Angeli asked the owner an intriguing question.
About 6 months ago, he said to me, Jen, why did you call Clico Restaurant the same name as Clico Hotel? And I said, it just felt like right at the time. But he said, let's give it its own identity. So I said, you are the restaurateur, you are the master. And he came up with the concept of sec. And sec means dry, but you can also have a nice play on words. We're a small boutique hotel, we're a small boutique restaurant, all about clean lines, wooden furniture, minimalistic on the table, but it's all about the experience of the food. Ingredients are grown in the garden and added to the dishes.
The artistic flair and innovative design bring about a space where lightness and airiness intertwine with organic shapes, creating an ambiance that seamlessly blends African and Eurocentric themes. Lynn, you were a big part of the artistic flair and design of the restaurant. What sort of elements did you culminate into the whole process?
We decided to incorporate a lot of natural textures and warmth, and we were really looking at how to elevate the space but still keep it simple. And by adding some texture, and we even used some reclaimed wood from old flooring from the actual hotel itself. What's interesting about walls is it does provide intimacy, and a sense of coziness, but at the same time, it provides barriers and boundaries, which sometimes in design can make a space feel very closed off. It makes more sense to use your walls as points of interest. Selection of the chairs, the shape, the design, they're comfortable. I mean, they're incredibly comfortable, but the design is brilliant.
And the food doesn't disappoint. Upon presentation, your taste buds are bound to salivate as each dish promises to be a masterpiece. This is culinary revolution.
I want people to experience a lot of flavors, so give them small plates, not quite as small as this, a little bit bigger than this one over here, but encourage them to have 3, 4, 5 dishes kind
For
of.
variety.
For variety. I love cooking that, really do. I'm also really excited about the fact that we're doing some really nice locally inspired kind of stuff like cow heels or trotters or whatever. I think we're doing them really well. Crocodile will feature on the menu possibly, that kind of thing.
Chef, so what makes your food so outstanding?
It's got to come from the heart, it really does. So, whenever I start with a dish or anything, I think to myself, what's it going to taste like? That's the most important.
When you come to eat here, you can hear yourself talking. You're not going to feel rushed. You're not going to feel crowded. It's going to be an experience that could be romantic. It can be girls for a night out. It's not the place necessarily that you're going to get loud music and leave here at 2 in the morning. Usually we finish up at about 10, but it's for those people who have a discerning palate, who just love a beautiful dining experience, whether it's lunch, dinner, or brunch.
The best reviews about any unique environment will come from those who've indulged in it. Guys, you are here, part of the experience. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts about this place, actually, I feel like the beauty of it, it's a very intimate space, it's a very beautiful, inviting space. It actually welcomes you, once you step into the space, you're just welcomed by the ambience and the beauty and the color scheme as well.
It's something that I did not expect. I was really thinking it's just going to be, the plain Jane restaurant, but it's giving me both chakalaka and all of that, but also still giving me something that I wouldn't make at home. So I like that. It's a good in-between. I really liked it. So far, so good.
Awesome, right?
So far, so good.
Great vibes.
So great.
Thank you, guys.
I love the vibe here. It's just amazing. Feels so open and it's so nice. Definitely coming in with my friends. So,
what do you think about the food?
the food is amazing. The chef is charismatic, and it's just amazing in general.
Mission accomplished. Cheers to great cuisine and great vibes. So have you got a sec to go to the sec?
Cheers indeed. I am absolutely green with envy. Now, art gives way to self-expression through many mediums. Now imagine the ability to express yourself through sculpting, printmaking and painting all at once. Well, Origin Art Gallery in Rosebank is currently showcasing internationally award-winning published sculptor Philippa Romano's debut solo exhibition, Women of Stone. The project expresses her diverse creativity, and our very own Noni Kumalo was out there spending some time and learning about her craft.
Women of Stone, a profound testament to the power of self-expression and the resilience of the human spirit. Through a diverse array of mediums, Philippa Romano invites us into her world, a world where identity, femininity, and tradition converge in a stunning display of creativity and courage. Come with me.
I come from a family of sculptors. Yes, my father and all his brothers are sculptors, so it's something I was born into, and it's something that I really love to do, and it's something that feels like it's a legacy for me to carry over. I just want to give a message to all those women who feel like they can't inherit a legacy from their family because it feels masculine, or they can't lead or continue with their family's legacies because it feels masculine. I am doing stone sculpting and I'm a woman, and of which I never thought I could be able to do it. So I'm just urging women to be breaking boundaries and barriers and just express themselves how they want to express themselves.
In a field traditionally dominated by men, she fearlessly carves out her own space, challenging societal norms and reclaiming her place as a woman in the world of art.
Well, I think the biggest thing is that, she comes from a male-dominated space. Her whole family are all male sculptors, and the fact that she was able to embrace her own kind of creativity and inspiration for becoming a sculptor really inspired me as well. I really have been promising a show for ages now, and it's finally time that, it came together, and I'm so grateful that she was able to do it and put this all together.
But Woman of Stone is not just a celebration of identity. It is also a playful exploration of femininity and form. Drawing from her background in fashion design, Romano dresses her art in vibrant prints and playful poses, giving birth to a fashion showcase titled Art Meets Fashion.
Can you take us through the showcase that's taking place on the 20th of April and how the collaboration with Phil came about?
I am extremely excited for the showcase, and for me, really, it's been in my heart for a very long time. I'm a lover of art, I'm a lover of fashion, I'm a lover of creativity, and it just made sense for me to collaborate with Philippa for what she stands for in her art pieces. Individually, celebrating women, boldness. I think there's a lot of phases that she's actually attached to all her pieces, snatched. I mean, these are all the feelings that we feel as females, on a daily basis, and we need to remind ourselves of these wonderful words that can encourage us and build us up, and this was brilliant, Philippa.
Those lucky to have seen her work shared these sentiments.
What I'd like to highlight through the designs is that I'm going to incorporate how she does her art with fashion. So, for example, taking something that looks like stone, making fabrics out of that. Then obviously definitely going asymmetrical, since stones can never be symmetrical.
I love how bold these pieces are, and in that boldness there's a deep vulnerability that I'm seeing. It's almost like a retreat that's happening and like an intimacy that's happening. The world is gonna see us as beautiful because we just fly people, right? But we need to be able to take that time to just reflect on who we are so that we can share our beauty and our boldness with the world.
But looking in this room, which piece would you say is your favorite? I have to put you on the spot.
To ask me something so crazy.
I know it's crazy, but what's your favorite piece?
I don't know, because there's so much vulnerability in that piece, right? There are two feminine energies that are coming together in this meeting of the minds. You deserve all of the blessings that are coming to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And there'll be so many of them.
Thank you.
Yeah. Congratulations in advance. Absolutely. Wow.
What do you want the public to take away from your first solo exhibition?
Woman of Stone is an exhibition that celebrates women that are not seen. Women that feel like they are boxed, hence they can't spread their wings to fly. Women that have been discarded and hidden in society because they cannot fit in. I'm celebrating those women. So by engaging with people who came to the opening and the walkabout, I feel like people can understand, and most of them can relate, and most of them are empowered by the message that's coming with the exhibition, and I'm really happy about that.
At its very core, Woman of Stone is all about self-expression, self-exploration, and self-embrace. And as we walk through this gallery, may we be reminded of who we truly are.
Truly inspiring. Listen, we're going to take a quick ad break. When we come back, Refilwe is in an ice bath. You definitely don't want to miss it. All of that and so much more is on the way. You're watching Trendz live on SABC. Stick around. Welcome back to the show. Now listen, ice baths are becoming popular in the Southern Hemisphere as a way to burn calories, improve sleep and help with mental illness. As more wellness enthusiasts share their experiences, the appetite has peaked in South Africa. Our very own Refilio Matela was braver than most and took a plunge in the icy water, a plunge with mint in Bramley, Johannesburg. Let's test the chilly waters with her. My goodness me.
Welcome to a moment in mental resilience, and what a relief to find the brave ready to invigorate their bodies and reset their minds. Also known as cold immersion therapy, first practiced by ancient Greeks, ice baths have many health benefits, and Mojapelo now follows in their footsteps with sessions beginning with meditation.
How did you get into fitness and wellness?
I started my health and wellness journey in 2015 after I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression. I was advised to be on medication immediately after being diagnosed, but I was too scared. I thought about it, but I was scared on the after effects of the meds. So I decided then I'll take the longer route, which was exercising and eating healthy. That's how my journey started. As a result of eating healthy and exercising, I lost a lot of weight, which wasn't the plan, but that made me feel good and I gained so much confidence in myself.
She then decided to pursue personal training and learn more about the biomechanics of the body. This sparked a thirst to explore ice baths, and her first dip was on her birthday.
When I saw it, I did it with the intention of letting go of the things that no longer served me. Sure, my first ice plunge, I literally cried. Like, I got so emotional. It was intense. I released a lot of emotions, but I needed that at the time. And I never looked back.
And now, ice plunges have become an integral part of her way of helping others overcome their own physical and mental limitations.
I do live with depression and anxiety, and I think this has really helped me to sit with my feelings the same way that I sit in the ice bath with that cold, uncomfortable feeling. I think it's helped me sit with my anxieties, my feeling low, my highs as well, and just, navigate through life, living through that difficulty, and that, it doesn't define me, because this is very uncomfortable. And a lot of the things that, happen to us in life are really uncomfortable. A lot of the feelings, especially with depression, it's not a nice thing, but it's okay. And, it's really helped me understand that it's okay for me not to feel 100% all the time.
Less than 10 seconds.
Got this.
It's all about endurance. I think figuring out what your body can do, how far you can push yourself, being able to release other things that may be going on in your mind or in your physicality as well, and just really seeing how strong you can be, how tough you are, The intention is always just to clear your mind, find that peaceful spot, and be able to, push through. That's always the intention. That's what you have to do in life as well. So the biggest challenge is getting in the water and doing it as well.
In such anxious times, fitness and wellness have become imperative to manage depression and anxiety. It's no wonder ice baths are fast gaining popularity.
We all go through a lot, just that some of us have facades, some of us don't, some of us are very vulnerable towards people. So this is I'm at my most vulnerable when I'm here.
What would you say has been your highlight when you are working as a personal trainer and now offering these ice plunges?
My highlight would be having to see the value I have on other people, the impact they get from these ice plunges and personal training. I love having to see, especially women, having confidence in themselves, believing in themselves, and just embracing who they are.
Inspired to take the plunge, it was finally my turn. The nerves receded as Mojapelo guided me through the experience.
When you get into the ice water, your body automatically goes into flight or fight mode. your body will want to resist. Like people react differently. Others want to fly or fight. So what it does, it forces you to be present. We spend most of our time thinking about the past or thinking about the future. We are never present or in the moment. So cold makes you very uncomfortable and makes you present.
I'm alive.
I always encourage people to do this. Your first time is always going to be so horrible. But your second time, because you know exactly what to expect, you will do it. It's all about mental resilience. The first time when I did it, I stayed in for like 3 minutes. I couldn't bear it. I kept on doing this like, oh no, why am I doing this to myself? But the second time I was more calm because I know exactly what to expect.
Would you say that this is a trend that will stay or will go?
A lot of people do it because of their mental health. Most people struggle with their mental health. So for supporting our mental health, I think this should stay. It will stay. It will stay.
Come through, pull up and reap the rewards and the benefits for this. So I'm hoping that I've burned at least enough calories to go eat a fat burger.
Yay, Fifi! Super proud of you. Drop us a mention on X and tell me if you would do something like this. I think it's absolutely incredible. Now, if you're into cruises and the finer things in life, then this one is just for you. Situated in the Eastern Cape and nestled in the picturesque Gamtoos Valley lies a rather interesting and refreshing experience. You see, just behind the Gamtoos Ferry Hotel in the meandering Gamtoos River, where one can take a boat river cruise for a variety of occasions. And while Trendz was in the area recently, we couldn't miss a ride with Captain Roy.
An experience that promises tranquility and relaxation. And what better person to welcome us aboard than the captain himself? Once all aboard and as soon as the boat moves, it becomes evident that we're about to have a time of our lives. Hi guys, if you didn't know what living La Vida Loca is, then this is it. We are on the Gamtoos River experiencing a cruise. I'm with Captain Roy here today. Thank you so much for having us, Captain Roy. Tell us a little bit about the beautiful history of this river itself.
It's a beautiful river, it's tidal, and the fishing is excellent in this river, and it's lovely taking people up the river to witness the bird life and just enjoy the lovely sunsets that we do have here.
An exclusive cruise comes with major perks. And for a lady like myself, determined to tick her bucket list sooner than later, I was thrilled when Captain Roy made my wish his command. Well, thank you for letting me be captain for the day. But what is so beautiful about being able to take people on these kind of trips?
What's very nice about these trips is that you meet so many different people, and it's wonderful the experience of showing off our river to so many different people. The Gamtoos River is a major irrigation river for the Eastern Cape, and this is virtually a fruit basket, and most of our citrus and stuff from this area is grown here.
Royal treatment also comes with spoils. While we admire the scenic view surrounding us, some bubbles, a good collection of wines, and a snack basket are served, prepared by the Gamtoos Ferry Hotel. These treats can be enjoyed on the cruise for an array of occasions. Even more appealing is the option of making a stop for a picnic at a spot with actual beach sand at the feet of this beautiful log cabin. What is so amazing about having the Gamtoos Hotel right along the river banks?
We cater for basically family outings, corporate events, as well as birthday parties and weddings, and any other celebratory event that people might have. And it's really a pleasure for us to see people enjoying themselves. And the fishing's wonderful. When I take people upriver, you can see all the lures that we have here. We trawl some lures behind the boat, and sometimes people have the pleasure of seeing us catch a nice carp or a leerfish. And it's something that people really enjoy.
What is so serene and satisfactory about this experience?
I think that basically it's a good escape from the rat race, and also that people recharge their batteries and they go back to life with a new zest and a much better feeling about life and themselves.
In this often windy area, it was clear that the weather was in our favor. We cruised until sunset, absorbing the beauty of this 15-kilometer stretch from the ocean. Here are a few sentiments from those who couldn't resist this refreshing excursion. Why was this an amazing experience for you?
It's the first time actually that I was one of the guests, so it was a very nice experience for me. I saw a lot of bird life here on this river. There is lots of fish eagles. Normally you hear the fish eagle and different kind of birds, and so the people love it this time of the year to just come and experience the whole river life.
I've never done anything like this. I mean, I've been on boat cruises, but not on a river like this one. I mean, it's calm, it's tranquil, and I think it was the best time of the day that we decided to do this. I was able to spot a few fish, and I'm told there's big crabs here, but I didn't see any. But the experience overall, I really enjoyed myself.
A boat river cruise on unpolluted waters, perfect for fishing too. Now these are the endearing moments that one will never forget.
Ooh, cruising nicely. Listen, we're gonna cruise to an ad break, and when we come back, 3-time Grammy Award-winning Soweto Gospel Choir is in the building with brand new music. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. It's absolutely a good life, a good vibe in the Trendz live studio, especially when you have three-time Grammy Award-winning South African gospel group, the Soweto Gospel Choir. Now, they've teamed up with DJ Groove Terminator and electric music maestro producer Dennis White to create a one-of-a-kind fusion project called History of House. This new project showcases a reimagined form of storytelling through sound, which kicked off with the first single, Good Life, and today the newest release titled Everybody's Free. They're here in studio to tell us more about this project. Welcome to Trendz Live, Soweto Gospel Choir's Dini Lokolo.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
How are you, my brother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Since 2002, the Soweto Gospel Choir has been going. My goodness me.
We've been kicking on. I mean, Soweto Gospel Choir started off as an idea. I mean, there were promoters from Australia, Beverly Breyer, and they actually teamed up with David Mulovetsi, the late David Mulovetsi. So they actually went to watch a show called Umoja, and they fell in love with the concept. And so they thought, you know what, let's rather do a gospel version of Umoja, dancing and singing for the people. So, I mean, gospel, meaning we're spreading music, good music. So all the way till today, we're still going on. We've won 3 Grammys. We've collaborated with a lot of, fantastic artists, international and local. And artists like Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, Beyonce, Will Smith. The list goes on.
Yeah, 100%, because you guys are fantastic. And we're going to talk about those international collaborations a bit later on. But I want to talk about the beginning now. You know, when Soweto Gospel Choir started, it was really all about the gospel. But you've since dabbled in so many different sounds. Talk to me about the decision to explore these different sounds. Why?
Soweto Gospel Choir is so versatile. As individuals, as artists, we are versatile, and we are willing to learn. Every single artist that we actually collaborate with will learn something from them. Like Stevie Wonder, we sing his songs today because we thought he's an amazing man and his musical dynamics are very good. So we thought, you know what, let's rather collaborate with him and learn something from him. So, throughout the years, we've changed our sort of tone in terms of singing. That's why we are as versatile as we are today.
And then the birth of Good Life comes about.
Absolutely.
Now, strange. I was like, remixes are in the mix here. It opened up a whole new vibe. Talk to me about the concept of these remixes.
Well, the first remix is called A Good Life.
Yes.
Which is actually part of the initiative called Honor. And it's a platform, it's an initiative that actually helps the young up-and-coming artists, especially those who would like to produce the innovative and very creative, to give them a platform to express their talents and their gifts, to people in terms of production. So we've teamed up with Honor because of that. So those young artists, they come and they do their remixes of each and every song, whether it's Good Life and Everybody's Free. And then they stand a chance to actually, compete overseas, international as well.
Oh, okay. I like the concept. Everybody's Free, Good Life, overseas. Everybody's Free is dropping today on the Grammys platform. So it's essentially going to be taking the same approach?
Definitely, it's going to be taking the same approach. So people should look out at social media as well, as social platforms actually. Also, it's going to come out in iTunes as well.
Speaking about it coming out on iTunes, because I'm super excited to be hearing it. I was saying to myself, my goodness me, I grew up listening to Soweto Gospel Choir, and my sister's going to be so jealous. Talk to me about when the full project is dropping, History of House.
The History of House, I think it's dropping somewhere next year, early next year. But obviously, it will be a collaboration of those South African, probably South African producers that will actually compete overseas, as I mentioned earlier. So every single one will actually express themselves in their own personality, and they stand a chance of competing overseas.
We absolutely cannot wait for it. Now, another thing about this brand new album that maybe viewers at home might not know is that it's going to include a lot of other sub-genres of like house. I want to take you back to studio when you're working on these songs. What's the most interesting part about doing this, Because I can imagine, like, Chukucha.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier on, Soweto Gospel Choir is very versatile. We can do almost every genre of music. And, well, it was a great experience working with Simon, Groove Terminator. He's a very good and very skillful person. What was interesting is that we actually incorporated Zulu in Good Life and Everybody's Free. It was a bit of a challenge because sometimes some words in Zulu are very long. So, you know, trying to squeeze them in.
I can see how that can be a problem.
Yeah, squeezing them in was actually a problem. But, you know, sometimes you get the interpretation of what the whole concept is actually a meaning, and then try to make sense of in Zulu.
You did it so well though, because I'm thinking about it now. Good Life, Impilo Mnandi, but it flows so well with the melody.
Absolutely.
Which is literally one of your trademarks as the Soweto Gospel Choir. You're able to take vernac and make it so catchy and allow it to come into our houses, and we jam to it like we ordinarily would to English. You've worked with a lot of artists, part of which is Mr. Easy. How does Soweto Gospel Choir keep to its true identity while participating in these collaborations and fusions?
You know, it's that we don't forget where we come from, which is when we started 2002. We know what people love. I mean, we always add elements, African elements, especially our African chants like your heleles, your hymn. Those are representing us as Africans. And globally, you know, they make a great impact. So we stick to that. We can fuse every single kind of genre, but we don't leave out that African element, which is our chants most of the time.
Oh, man. Now, I want to take you back very, very quickly before I let you go. You joined the group in 2005. So you know all the house tracks from back then, you know? What were some of your favorite songs to bring back onto the stage?
That's the most difficult question, especially as a musical director.
Oh, come on.
You know, Sitting City is my most favorite song.
Oh, mine too, by the way. Yeah.
Avulekile Masango is one of my most favorite songs as well, because before I joined Soweto Gospel Choir, I used to see Avulekile Masango on TV, and I used to love and adore this group, and I would like. I want to join this group, and one day I definitely am going to join this group, and here I am right now.
We cannot wait to see what else you're going to do. We're going to be looking out for that album. We're looking forward to Everybody's Free, Good Life. We're going to be enjoying it. Thank you so much for joining us on Trendz Live.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Oh, man. What a way to end the show. Thank you so much for tuning into Trendz Live. We'll do it again next week, Friday, 8 p.m. right here on SABC News Channel 404. Playing us out tonight is the Grammy Award-winning Soweto Gospel Choir with their brand new track, Everybody's Free, featuring DJ Groove Terminator. My name is Mojapelo, but you can call me Mne. From myself and the team, from our hearts to yours. Au revoir. Bye-bye.
Onke umuntu